Hey guys, welcome back into Dad's Grove. Today I got a special treat. Got my son helping me out as a cameraman, and today I'm actually going to show you guys what I did to build these earth boxes. So to show you a comparison, these are the same size buckets. When you start with these, you want to start with the lid on. It just makes it a lot easier to deal with. The thing was, I cut 4-inch holes with a hole saw on each corner of these, and then drilled holes in the bottom. That way the roots can get to air prune themselves in the water, or before going into the water. And then you got yourself a little hole for your tube to water. And here is you have your 4-inch corrugated pipe, and you just cut 4 inches off of each end so that it fits nice and snug. And then you have the pipe laying in there for support for the top. Then, so what you're gonna do after you cut your holes and drill the holes in your blade of some sort and cut in here, I use a little power tool and just cut it right in the inside here of and then this piece will now sit on top of your corrugated pipe and it'll be supported. So now what you'll do is place it into these holes and pack it down really nice, and then the soil will now wick the water up from the bottom. The soil, the perfect moisture all the time. I've seen Jeremy Silva grow in these and other people too, and they are amazing for the plants. All right, well, let's go ahead and talk about the soil. And for the soil today, I've already pre-moistened it. I believe that it is extremely important, especially as new growers, to pre-moisten your soil before you put it in any container. We can know what the container feels like. The soil is moist. And that way we can do the feel test. When we pick up the container and feel, you can tell if it's lighter than that, then it needs more water. But what you do is you take your water until you get a nice firm ball when you squeeze the soil together. It stays together nice and firm. You can even get it to where, like this one I think is even gonna do it, some drips out on your knuckle. That's perfect. You don't want it more moist than that. But you also want to make sure that when you squeeze it, it holds together and it doesn't clump apart. So for my amendments, well, let's talk about the soil to begin with. You guys don't crucify me. I use Walmart's Expert Gardener Mix. It's indoor-outdoor potting mix. It is not high dollar stuff, but it seems like it's doing pretty good. The one thing I do like about this stuff is, as I don't know if the camera can pick it up really well, but it has a lot of chunks of carbon in here, a lot of places for the microbes to get carbon. Good in the very beginning of a container, because when you have this much wooded stuff in your soil, it can rob nitrogen, I understand. So I think you guys saw that I was struggling with some of my seedlings. They were lacking some nitrogen, and I think that was why. So what I have done is I've prepared all of these boxes early, and I have mixed in castings, a lot of premium castings that I sourced locally from JJ's Secret Garden Shop. Castings, I did a cup and a half of craft blend. He recommends a 1/4 cup to a cup per plant. Jeremy Silva does with Build a Soil. But I put a 1.5 cups. I'll have 2 plants in here. And I mixed in the Yaha 20 oil. I mixed Grove Complete, and I mixed in, and that goes into the water. And that way it's all watered in really nice. But what I'm thinking now is if I let these sit for a little bit with those minerals from the craft blend, the nitrogen I think that will help them not. So I'm just showing you now, they're not ready to transplant yet. I will show you the transplants, but I'm just getting ready, letting them sit, almost letting them cook a little before they get transplanted. So now I'm gonna show you how we get this set up. I take some soil, put it in these holes over here first before anything else, and make sure it gets packed in. So you want it packed in really nice, because you don't want the water coming in to wash it out at all. And this goes for when you build your own, or if you buy in our boxes, same setup. Now, just you want to pack it in really nice. And then on the other side, and yes, there is going to be some soil down in the bottom. I don't think that's a huge problem, as long as it's not a hole. Make sure you get that packed in there really good. And then what I like to do, just to make sure we don't make a huge mess in the bottom, is just throw down the sides right away. And then I'm gonna pack around my watering tube here. And this is Well, it's only 3/4 inch PVC. Obviously bigger would be easier, but that's what I had available. What's I had in the garage to use. It's what I had used with my last run on my scrog nets. And like I said, I took the time. I didn't film it because it's embarrassing how long it takes me to mix soil with the heart failure. But I did make sure to completely mix this soil very well, and it's very moist all the way through. I did actually have some extra soil in this one compared to the others. All right, now before the transplants go in, or before my seedlings go in here, what I'll talk to you guys about what I'll do on top, what I learned from Jeremy from Build a Soil, watching his videos. And so there you have it. Now I'm gonna let this sit for, I don't know, probably about 7 days until those seedlings are ready. Let it in, and hopefully we don't have any nitrogen burn this time, or nitrogen deficiencies. All right, thanks guys. Hey guys, I was just editing this video and I just want to do a quick outro for you. There were a few things that I didn't discuss about the site I wanted to. I am having a lot of nitrogen deficiencies due to the soil. I'm hoping to rebalance the soil and get those back under control. And I do believe it's due to those bigger pieces of wood in there. I think it robs nitrogen for a little while. If I'm wrong, somebody please correct me, but that is something that I have learned. Also, one of the benefits of this soil that I'd like to mention is all throughout the bag of soil is a bunch of worm eggs. And so even if 4 or 5 of those hatch, then I'm gonna have a good population of worms in these earth boxes and in my soil, in my pots. So that's another good thing, especially for reused soil if you plan on doing that. I do want you guys to know that I have decided to hold off a little bit longer on the earth boxes, and I did plant a couple plants and you'll see that soon, but I am headed out of town and I expect to be picking up some pretty fire genetics in the meantime. I'm headed to the Build a Soil Days up there in Colorado in Montrose. And I'm so excited to meet everybody. Astro's going to be there, Mechanibus Luke just won the Growers Gauntlet's going to be there. Of course, Silva and his wife and all the crew at Build a Soil Warehouse. Cana's going to be there, Colorado Chris. I don't know if Rue's coming, but that whole crew's going to be there. I'm very excited, but I plan on planting some of those genetics that I get from that trip into those earth boxes to take advantage of that system. But I think this is going to be it for this video. I'll have another video out very soon about the transplants and just an update. Thanks guys, hope you appreciate it. If it's comments, anything, did I say, I want to hear it all, please just comment down below. Subscribe if you want to do that. Really, this is just to document this evolution of this grow. So if you guys have any comments, please reach out and let me know. Thanks, bye.